すべては天下一新をなすため。
Yes, the time in the thumbnail is correct. Getting all achievements or trophies in Samurai Warriors 5 does take over 100 hours. In this video I'm going to give my thoughts on the game, give my achievement guide / roadmap, how I went about tackling this game, give some tips, and how to streamline it to make it somewhat faster. I'm really proud of this completion, not because it's incredibly difficult, but it was fun chasing these achievements. It's something I needed because I've been down on achievement hunting for a while. 1 versus 1,000. That's what all these Warriors games are all about. Taking down fodder with crazy flashy combos. What's not to like? When Samurai Warriors 5 was first announced, I was shocked it was even announced for Xbox. We haven't had a proper Samurai Warriors game since 2008 with Samurai Warriors 2 Extreme Legends DLC. It never made any sense to me since we got Dynasty Warriors, we got the Warriors Orochi games, those which combine Samurai Warriors and Dynasty Warriors. The most likely answer is low sales on the Xbox platform. I wouldn't be surprised if these games disappear off the platform again, but I'm glad this one was released on Xbox. I was a bit iffy on the new art style and character redesigns, but spending over 100 hours with the game, it grew on me. The designs of some characters are very similar to past games, and others are very drastic changes. I have a bit of nostalgia for the older designs, but the new ones are good too. With this 5th entry, back to basics, with a somewhat limited roster of 37. Now, with Samurai Warriors 4, they had over 50 characters. Having a main focus on Nobunaga Oda and Mitsuhide Akechi, following the paths they take throughout the story. I do find some omissions to be somewhat strange. For example, Yukimura Sanada, not in the Takeda army levels that we interact with Shingen, but I guess they wanted to focus on some other stuff. And Sanada is usually the poster boy for these games, like Zhao Yun is for Dynasty Warriors. Now, if you played any of these games before, you've been through this story again. But this time it just ends at Hinoji, so those know like Tokugawa and Toritomi sections of that story. Gameplay wise, it's still the same. You play as 2 characters, 1 main, 1 partner, having to complete main objectives to move forward in the battle. Some are mandatory, or some are hidden that require you to play as a certain character, be in the right place at the right time, do some hidden stuff, like go into an empty garrison. With 70 levels in Muso mode, aka story mode, and 39 in Citadel mode, there is a wealth of content in this game. Muso mode has you going through the path of Oda and Akechi, intertwined till the end. There are a few branching paths for some side stories. There's also a bonus chapter with secret history once you beat all the other levels and get S ranks in that, but more on that later. There are ultimate attacks, which can be passive buffs or special attacks that can do a lot of damage. You can equip 4 of them at a time, each having its own meter to recharge. You gotta attack enemies and defeat them. When it comes to weapons, there's not many unique weapons like past games, which I feel is a bit of a bummer because some characters lose their individuality and just become like carbon copies of some others. Sure, it's probably super hard to keep making these games with different weapons, with unique attacks for almost 40 characters. There's 15 weapon types, but everybody can use each one. You'll just have to upgrade their weapon rank to use those weapons effectively. Characters have preferred weapons that have their own unique attack strings, which some are so awesome to pull off. Citadel mode is a very basic tower defense mode that has you defend a base against an incoming army with a 5-minute timer, but you still win if you last that long. If enemies defeat your guards that are by your base, you'll lose some bonus points. To help you out, you can spawn in 3 different ally units in place of battle items that are in Muso mode. The units serve as distractions. They're mostly pretty useless. Outside of battle, you can buy / craft weapons, upgrade your characters with this really annoying stock XP system and skill point system. During gameplay, your character levels up anyways, but this you can feed in more XP to that character or skill points to unlock more stats for them. But since it's shared, you gotta only focus on a few characters at once. Starting off, just focus on Oda and Akechi. You'll be playing mostly them for the story mode. You can also upgrade your castle, which is like the main menu. To get better items to use in battle, upgrade your weapons and buy horses, get better horses, train your horses. You'll get resources to do so by beating levels, but most will come from Citadel mode. If you've never played this Warriors game before, this one is a great one to jump into, even though it's the 5th one. It's more like a reset point. I highly recommend this one, even if you have no intentions of getting all the achievements or trophies. Samurai Warriors 5 has 56 achievements. These can be broken into 5 categories: story and objectives, general gameplay, upgrades, Citadel mode and events, and lastly rankings, with one achievement being to unlock all the others, sort of platinum equivalent. We are tasked with beating all 70 levels with an overall S rank, all 39 levels in Citadel mode with an S rank, unlocking all 15 rare weapons, doing actions a certain amount of times in battle, upgrading all the shops to level 5, training your horse 20 times, completing all the objectives, getting to level 50, and getting the secret horse after you beat all the levels. So let's get started. So first off, just enjoy the game. Watch the cutscenes, watch the characters' events that play out. There's 70 levels here, so take your time. You can easily get burnt out on doing this. You can play on easy too. There's only 2 things you need to play on hard difficulties for, which is rare weapons and 1 achievement to play on nightmare mode. But you could say that towards the end of the game, so we're all leveled up, got some cool weapons and stuff. So just play on easy for right now. The only downside to playing on easy is you won't get as many upgrade materials as playing on higher difficulties, but if you want, you can play on normal. As an aside here, there's a couple of achievements in here that are self-explanatory that you unlock your way through story mode. Focus on only upgrading Oda and Akechi for levels and skill points first, because they'll be close to being level 50 towards the end. And Oda and Akechi there's an achievement to get all skill points for Oda and Akechi, so focus on that first. Buy some items in the shop when you're able to, and always use them in battle. Always use the Musu Frenzy attacks when you're able, and you'll hit 100,000 KOs easily. I know it sounds like a lot, but by the end of the game I had well over 500,000. What I can say here is try to focus on getting as many S ranks and objectives as you can, but don't sweat it if you miss a few. We'll come back around, clean up. Some levels require you to play twice for all objectives. During gameplay, certain characters will talk and tell you where something is. Maybe they see something suspicious. So go there and see if something triggers, and look in the battle log if you miss anything. You can kind of tell where some of the objectives are because of the empty garrison. An enemy officer is in a weird spot. There's yellow X's on the map where you can break into those spots. The amount of objectives varies from 5 to 14 per level. Some are character specific. In the secret history chapter, you need to S rank on 2 separate levels to unlock them. So if you're missing some levels, that's why. After you've beaten all 70 levels, you should have unlocked at least 16 achievements, maybe more. Now it's time to mop up everything we've missed in Muso mode. Most likely, you've completed the majority of the S ranks and objectives, So we can head into the vault and see which ones we missed. I will link all the videos and other resources I've used to help me. For S ranks, kill everything in sight and keep that combo up. The horse Muso attack is your best friend. It's fast, does a lot of damage, it lets you build crazy combo counts. You don't need to get an S rank in every category in one go. The game will remember your highest score. For combo S ranks, remember if you see the combo counter start to fade, switch your characters so it'll reset. And you'll see in this game, the gameplay, I always keep juggling the enemies I can defeat just so I can get more combos from the combo count. So here we'll need to actually play on hard mode or above and get S ranks again on 2 separate levels. I will link the video I used to show you which characters to use and which levels to pick. It's sort of kind of obvious because it's mostly the 2 main characters that use that weapon. You have to play as one specific character, but your partner can be your strongest character. Good thing about playing these levels, the objectives are irrelevant, so you don't have to do everyone on like past games. So just do the bare minimum, but some levels it'll be in your best interest to do most of them because the officer KOs. And again, Horse Muso is your best friend for the combo count and overall KO count. So this is where the grind begins. I hope you like playing that first level a lot, because that's what you'll be playing for hours. Each character needs to get their friendship level up to 100, and you only can get 40 points per level with an S rank. So that means you have to get 1 max friendship, you had to play the first level 3 times with an S rank to max it out. What I did, I started with Oda, completed all of his connections while also progressing through all 39 levels, changing the partner when they maxed out, and make sure to go into the Hermit's Retreat to see that character event you unlocked so you know which ones you've already seen. You can skip it if you want, you don't have to watch it all. If you actually had to watch it all, this game would probably take like 130 hours. Some characters have more than others, like Akechi and Oda I think have the most. Some just have 1, which is a relief. You'll need to get S ranks in each level, which is mainly dependent on how long and how high your combo can last. There's 2 ways to go about this. Have a Muso regain weapon build for horse-based Muso attacks, or play as Shinnosuke Yamanaka, or Hanzo, Mitsuki, one of the bow users like Lady No, or Mori. I say those because those are super fast attackers that can build up combos really quickly. You can see in this gameplay. It's very easy to do this, and once you're going for S ranks, to get S ranks you want to go beyond the aggressive with those fast moving characters, because it'll take too much time for all the enemies to get to you, and then your combo can fade out and then you'll miss it. So just be on the aggressive once you have high level characters and you want to go for S ranks. Now, personally, I left the Nightmare level achievement for last just because of the name. Hell and Back, it's a great name for the last achievement to unlock. It's very easy if you save it to the end. Just take your most powerful character and play the first Oda level and just wreck shop. Very easy, maybe like 5 minutes tops. Now 100 hours later, you'll have your shiny new Platinum or a nice 1000 out of 1000. On Xbox, it's very rare, which is a pretty sweet bonus. I love the Warriors franchise. It's one of my comfort games. Pure mindless fun. Taking down thousands upon thousands of guys with crazy attacks. This is what video games is all about. I know we didn't talk about the music achievements, but that is self-explanatory. You'll unlock that once you're playing the bonus chapter in Muso mode. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just comment down below. I'll try to answer them. Share this video with your mother, your friends. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.